That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boys and girls, it's time! With a record of helping over 1,000 students in math, Coach Seifel's here. So let's get ready to rumble!
Yes, what's up, everybody? Good afternoon. It's exactly 1:01 p.m. and we're gonna start right now. How you guys doing? Can you all turn on your cameras so I can see y'all? Or else I'm talking just a few names here and there. Irfan, how are you? Sermin, Rania, I see Ilhan, Sumaya, Sharifa, Alia. Oh, a lot of people here today. Grisela, you're still here. Nice. Husna, Hazik. Nice to see you guys. Maria, those of you on YouTube as well. Let me take a look. People over here. There's 32 of you today. Less than half of what we had yesterday. Ryan, hello. Janelle, Farah, Shadow 36. I don't know who that is. Sophia, Arisa, hello. Hi guys, we're going to start right now. We are very, very close to the PSLE. Hello guys, I can see you all. Very nice to see you. We are 22 days away. So just a feedback, guys. How was the class yesterday? Was it too easy for you? If it was easy, type in the word easy in the chat. If it was difficult, type in the word difficult. If you find it okay, type in okay. I want to see how what's your response to that. Let's take a look. Hello also to the people on TikTok. I can see the people on TikTok and you guys are watching, some of you here. So guys, wherever we are, we are streaming from all over the place. Okay, so I see a lot of answers here. Samin said I was not here. Okay, so okay, Ridayu said okay, not bad. Adnan says very good, educational. Okay, that's good to hear. All right, cool. Okay, Ken. So let's begin straight away, guys. We got a lot of things to do. Not easy, yeah. Okay, some people say not easy. Some people say very effective. Okay, that's good, beneficial. Grisela said I've done the word problem like 3 times already. That's great. You should be doing more than 3 times. Grisela, I have not marked your paper yet, but yes, I know some of your classmates did pretty well. I see AL1, AL2, AL3 in the level. Very nice. Hopefully you get one of those 3 or so. Okay, very good. Let's begin. Okay, we're going to do the problem sums right now, guys. We're going to start wherever we stopped yesterday, which was at, let me see here. Okay, where did we stop? That's a quick revision. Yesterday, we did a few things. Okay, number 1, we did, I skipped all these easy parts, right? Skip all these easy parts. We went straight into this one. Where is it? A over B equals C over D. This one. Remember this one? Okay, so I went through this one. A over B equals C over D, right? Just a quick recap. What is the method that you must use? Anyone remember? What's the method? 2 words. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Come on. Type into the chat. What do we do? What do we do? How? Common what? Remember yesterday we talked about this common numerator. Yes, common numerator, right? So this common numerator. So for example, you have an example like this: 2/5 of the Malay books are equal to 1/5 of the English books. Then what happens? 2/5 Malay equals to 1/5 of English. Okay, and then you do common numerator. So in this case, we would do 1 and 2, make them common, times 2 times 2. Okay, just a quick recap. Don't worry, I won't go through everything. It's just like a quick recap. Just a quick recap also. Which one is the total? Is it numerator or denominator? Which one is it, guys? Numerator or denominator? Okay, very good. I see the chat says common numerator, make numerator the same. All right, good. We make the Denominator is the total, right? So the Malay books will be 5 units in this case, and the English books will be 10 units. Okay, very simple. Okay, good. Irfan, how are you watching the YouTube at the same time? You're watching both at the same time. How you know you're doing that? Okay, there's going to be a lag there. Okay, the next one over here, we learned about yesterday. We learned about the branching method. Remember branching method? So those of you who were not here yesterday, just remember we did a branching method. So for example, if they said this, they said that. Where is it? Okay, what happened to my screen? Oh man, hold on. Technology. Sometimes I don't have my back, yeah? Hold on. Okay, we have skipped all the way to here. Right here, right? Okay, so this is the one. So you have A over B of the remainder. So for example, if I say that Fallon had 600 marbles, he gave 3 of it to Jack, 3 over 5 of it to Jack, and 5 over 8 of the remainder to Nala, right? How many marbles did Fallon have left? So remember, the method is very simple. You must have a fraction like this, 3 over 5 of it. And you must have 5 over 8 of the remainder. So you branch out. If one side is 3 out of 5, the other side must be 2 out of 5. Why? Because they must add up to 1 whole, right? Remember this? Then they said 5 over 8 of the remainder. So you branch out from the remainder. So the remainder is over here, right? So we're going to branch out from here. So you would have 5 over 8. If one side is 5 over 8, the other side must be 3 over 8. Remember this? Okay, so that's what we did yesterday. Oops, my phone just dropped. Sorry about that. Okay, then we move on to the next part, right? We ask ourselves, what is the number of marbles that Fallon have left? You start from where, guys? You start from the one that says left, okay, left. Then you work backwards. Remember the squirrel? The squirrel will go up the branches, go down the branches, go here, go down here, then finally get to the answer. So in one step, 3 over 8 times 2 over 5 times 600, you will get the answer. Okay, so that's it. So that's how we do this question. Let's move on to the next part over here. Okay, hold on. People on TikTok, sorry, it's very hard for me to like. Okay, the phone keeps dropping. I'm gonna push it up. Yes, okay. So next part. Now we have this one that says the next one is A over B of the remainder, but working backwards. Remember, working backwards. So the working backwards one is also similar. The only difference is they will give you the number at the back, right? Remember this? So for example, they say there are 60 blue, okay, at the end. What do? You multiply first. You multiply 5 over 9, multiply it by 3 over 4, right? Then you get the fraction. That means it's 5 out of 12 of the total number of markers. So the 60 is equal to the 5 units. 1 unit is 12, and 12 units is 144. That's what we learned yesterday. Okay, that's the next one. And then the hardest one that I gave to you was this one, A over B of the remainder plus minus, right? So plus minus. So this is the hardest version, right? So if you recall, what we need to do is actually quite simple. After we have 1 plus, so if we have 1 plus on this side, we will have 1 minus on the other, right? So let's erase all this stuff. It gets very confusing. Okay, hold on now, let me erase first. This one is the one that some people had problems yesterday, so I'm going to quickly go through a bit more. Okay, ignore all the workings, just look at the branching, okay? So Thomas' salary is 3/5, they said, right? And an additional of $36. That's what it says here. I repeat, 3/5 of the money he earned and an additional $36. So what we'll do, guys, is we will put 3/5 plus 36 on one side, right? If one side is 3/5, the other side must be 2/5. If one side is plus 36, the other side must be, the opposite will be minus 36. Remember this? Okay, so once we do that, we branch out further. It says half of the remainder and $20 on stationery was spent. So which means that this would be half plus 20. The other side will be half minus 20. And they said $32 left, okay? So what we'll do is we'll work backwards to find Thomas's salary, right? In this case, it will be here. Start from the back. So remember, we reverse the process. If it says minus 20, what we'll do is 32 plus 20, okay? Equals to 52. Then we work backwards to go up that thing, right? So if you see half, you work backwards to be 52. What's the opposite of half? Times 2, right? So times 2, you will get 104. So the amount here is 104. Then you work backwards again. If you see minus 36, what do? You work backwards is plus 36. So 104 plus 36 will give you 140. And if you see 2 out of 5, you can just do straight away 140 times 5 out of 2. Then you will get the answer of straight away, what's the answer again? Divide by 27 times 350, right? 350. So that's the method for plus minus. And then we went on to if I'm not mistaken, it was repeated identity, right? Repeated identity was one of the ones that is very, very commonly tested over here. Remember? So for example, I say Debbie has twice as many sweets as Sam. Then what do? Sam has thrice as many sweets as Tina. So the one here, Debbie loves Sam, but Sam loves Tina. Oh, so sad, right? So we have a love triangle over there. And what we'll do is we will look for the one in the middle of the love triangle. And then what we'll do is we will combine them. So if Sam here is 1 and Sam here is 3, he should be the same. So we multiply by 3 on top, multiply by 3 to Debbie as well to make it even. Then we get the ratio here. And then from there, we can work backwards to find the answer, right? And I think we did one last one, which was, I believe it was, what was it? Only one change. Remember this one? So they say there were 120 girls in the restaurant. The ratio number of girls, number of boys was 2 to 3. Later, some boys left the restaurant and the ratio became 5 to 3. Now, the key here, right, guys, is there's always 2 ratios. There's one before ratio and there's one after ratio. And what happens is that there is one keyword, there's one set of keywords here that's very important that says later, some boys left. Now, if some boys left, that means that the number of boys will decrease, let's put here. And the thing that they are trying to hide from you is that there's nothing changed from the number of girls. If the number of girls did not change, the number of girls must be the same. Therefore, if you look at this one over here, the girls here 2 units, the girls here 5 units, we have to make them the same. Remember this? Times 5 times 2 times 5 times 2, we get the ratio at the end. The girls did not change, you see, 10 units here, 10 units here, but the boys did change 15 to 6. So you can see that you have the difference of 9, and that's what we are looking for. So that's what we have been doing, we have been doing over the last one day. And I think we stopped there, did I? Right? And I think we stopped there, correct? Okay, so the next one we're going to do is actually something that is also very commonly tested called constant difference. Okay, so we talk about this a lot of times in class, guys. Those of you on YouTube, you probably heard of constant difference as well. Sometimes it's called constant difference. No, I can't remember the exact the other one. Okay, but long story short, right, guys, the important thing to know is there also is going to be 2 kinds of ratios. In this case, it's going to be a ratio of Amber to Benny's age is 2:5, right? That's the current one. The total age is 42. Okay, and they ask you, in how many years' time will the ratio of Amber's age to Benny's age be 1:2? Okay, so that's what we have 2 ratios, right? And what is the clue that is constant difference, guys? Anyone knows what's the clue that this is constant difference? Quick, what's the clue? Type in the chat. What is the clue? Age, correct, Grisella. It's age. Thank you very much. So whenever it's an age question, is confirmed. Okay, not confirmed. 95% of the chance is going to be age, right? It's going to be constant difference, sorry. The reason being, for example, right, guys, you all are how old? You all are 12, 11, some of you 13. Okay. Some of you are 12 here, right? Okay, most of you are 12 here. Let's say you're 12 years old, okay? And I am how old? You all know who I am? How old I am? I'm 18. Okay, I'm 18. So no, I'm not 18. I'm 33 years old. So let's say you are here, right? Sorry, why are you green? Okay. Let's say this is you, right? And you are 12 years old. Okay. And let's say this is me. I'm much bigger. My head's quite big also. And I'm 33 years old. Okay, the difference in our ages is going to be what? 33 minus 12, right? So the difference in our age is always going to be 21. The difference in our age is actually 33 minus 12, which is 21. There's a full-grown adult in Singapore, 21 years old. Now, what happens is this, guys. If there is a difference of 21 years old, right, that means that if you grow 1 year older, I will grow 1 year older, correct? So if you grow 13, next year you become 13 years old, you go secondary 1, I will be 34. When you go secondary 2, 14, I'll be 35, right? That's how it works. So as we grow 1 year older, both of us will grow 1 year older. So the difference in our age is always the same, which means we can use this to our advantage when we're solving problems for age. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. I will skip this one. Okay, I will skip this model method. It's not very useful. I'm gonna erase it completely, and I am gonna do the ratio method. So all of you like to use ratio, right? So it's easier for us to use ratio. Let's do the ratio method. Okay. So for in this case, right, Amber to Benny, the age difference is what? 2:5. You have to add a third column The difference is 5 minus 2, which is 3. On the other side, we have Amber to Benny in the future, right? I know you all know, but I love watching time traveling videos, movies, or not videos. 2 minus 1 equals to 1. So the difference is what? The before and after, the difference is different, right? But it's supposed to be the same. Before and after. So we can see, guys, if here is 3 and here is 1, it has to be the same. So what should we do? We have to multiply by 3. So everything has to be multiplied by 3. So we'll get 3 is to 6 is to 3. Now we can compare and see. Take a look. Amber went from 2 units to 3 units, right? Benny went from 5 units to 6 units. So both of them increased by 1 unit, right? Both increased by 1 unit. Now, why is that so? Because time has passed, right? So the question is, in how many years' time? So we're looking for the value of 1 unit. How do we find the value of 1 unit? There is one clue here. They said that total, right? The total was 42. So 5 plus 2 would be 7. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be using green. Let me just use blue. 5 plus 2 is 7. So 7 units would be equal to your 42. So 1 unit will be 42 divided by 7, which is 6. So the answer to this question is in 6 years' time. Okay, so this is a very, very useful method. It works all the time, especially for the age questions. Okay, so imagine that, let's say, okay, let's do a quick test. Okay, in the year 2050, in the year 2050, how old will you guys be? Today is 2021. So in the year 2050, how old will you all be? Type in the chat, please. So slow. In the year 2050, Kushairi, you'll be 60 years old. Are you serious? Today we are in the year 2021. So the difference from 2050 to 2021 is 88. How's that? How are your maths, guys? Okay. So 2050 minus 2021, we are basically going to be 29 years away. So if you are 12 years old today, right? 12 plus 29, you will be 41 years old. Y'all will have children already by then, most probably, right? Most of you. Okay. Then how old will I be? We just plus 21 because our difference is always going to be 21, right? So 41 plus 21, how old will I be? Not bad, okay. I'll be 62 years old. Right? I'll be one of those guys you see on the PMDs. You see me rolling, hating, going to NTUC. I'm going to NTUC. See me dry and dirty. Okay, so I'll be 62 years old. Okay, no, I'm not going to be 100. Not going to be 100 years old. Okay, good. So that is the method. Very simple, right? Very, very simple, but it's always tested in the PSLE. So please make sure you master this. Remember, there must be a before ratio, must be an after ratio, and there must be a story about age. Now let's test all of you. Those of you in my class, you all should know this. Besides age, what other type of questions are constant difference? Let's see if you can remember this. Besides age, what other questions are constant difference questions? Very good, Ilhan and Jovin. Money, yes, very good. Money is a constant difference question. For example, if you go for Hari Raya, right? Then your uncle, let's say Uncle I can't think of, Uncle Ali lah, okay, as usual Ali. Uncle Ali comes give you $50, okay? Then he also gives your brother $50. Wow, very, 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 very generous, yeah? And as a result, what happens? The money for the two of you, right, both of them will increase by the same amount. And hence, the difference will still be the same, also constant difference, okay? So these are the two, normally is money and is age, but normally it's age, okay? Usually comes out for paper 1, booklet A or booklet B, can be either one, okay? So let's give it a shot. I'll give you one to try. This question, Joanna's age is 1/4 of Sarah's age. The difference in the ages is 30 years. In how many years' time will the ratio of Joanna's age to that of Sarah's age be? 3:5. Let's give you 2 minutes, no, 3 minutes to try this question, okay? I'm back. Sorry, my battery died. I was almost died at least. Okay, so let's do it. What's the answer? I see some answers on YouTube as well as on Zoom. Ooh, I see 35, I see 40. Gracella, are you sure it's 40, Gracella? Okay, let's take a look. Gracella, I'm going to call you, okay, since your answer is a bit off. Hello, can you hear me?
Calculation error, sorry. I thought 7 times 5 was 40.
Oh my lord. Okay, so guys, I've marked your papers also. So all of you in my class, I've marked your papers, okay? This is a common mistake among students, not only Gracella, okay? But the thing is, most of you, when it comes to paper 2, when you can use the calculator, you all choose not to. Even for simple things like that, just press 7 times 5, okay, equals. Like even our top student, okay, there was one student who, I won't say who it is first, but she scored 90% out of 100 for that paper, right? And she had the same mistake, okay? The other girl who scored 94 also, exact same mistake, right? So it's not using your calculator. So please guys, if you can use calculator in paper 2, use the calculator, okay? Submit, this is actually from Master Problem Sums. You can just refer to the screen. There's no page given to you. Okay, the answer is 35. It's correct. Okay, very good. The answer is 35. So very quickly, we just do it. Just to check your working. So Joanna to Sarah, 1 is to 4, right? Then the difference in the ages, straight away, we put the difference is 4 minus 1, which is 3. And after, right, J to S is 3 is to 5. What is the difference? The difference is 2. From there, we just make the difference the same. Constant means make it the same, right? So constant difference here, you times 2 and times 3. Okay, from there, it's quite easy, really. I'll just go through the motions to help anyone who is maybe a bit stuck, okay? So the answer here would be 2 is to 8 is to 6. This would be 9 is to 15 is to 6. Then we take a look, hey, this one went from 2 units to 9 units. Okay, but the most common mistake for this is students tend to compare 2 and 15, not 2 and 9. Because they say, oh, 1J, 1S. No. Compare between themselves because this is their current self, right, before, and it's the future self after. So we take 9 minus 2. That will be 7 units. So we're basically looking for 7 units, right? Now, there's a clue here given to you. The difference in the ages is 30. That means that the 6 units must be equal to your 30. So 1 unit is equal to 5, right? 30 divided by 6 equals to 5. And they're asking you for the difference, in how many years' time? So 9 minus 2 equals 7. So 7 units is equal to 7 times 5 equals to 35. So the answer is 35, okay? Very simple, right? No issues, No issues. Okay, so no issues, very good. That was pretty easy. Let me play for you the sound.
That was easy. Excellent.
Okay, so let's carry on. The next one is question number 2. I shall skip this one for the time being. Let's do the money one, right? So this is an example of a money one. Jack had $50 and Will had $110. Each year, Nizam gave Jack and Will an equal amount of money each. After 4 years, Jack had half the amount of money Will had. How much money did Nizam give them all together? Okay, so let's make sure you have your habits down. I'm going to start highlighting stuff, okay, guys. Jack had $50. So Jack, $50. Will, $110. Each year, Nizam gave Jack and Will an equal amount of money. Remember, if you give equal amount of money to each person, what will happen? The difference will rise up at the same. The difference will be the same, constant difference. After 4 years, Jack had half the amount of money Will had. Okay, how much money did Nizam give them all together? Okay, so after this, I'm going to get someone to volunteer themselves. Whoever wants to be on screen, just let me know. I will go through with you. Ready? 2 minutes, no, 3 minutes, set, go. Okay. Time's up. What is the answer? Okay, so I see a few answers here. Not sure which concept, Sumaya. Sumaya, this one is constant difference. We just did it, right? Okay. Sharifa Alia, coach, when the answer say will had, does that mean like one? I'm confused. Oh, Jack had $50, Will had $110. Okay. Don't know what, Sharifa. Okay, never mind, no problem. We go through together. Okay, so I see there are some people answer 10, some people answer 20. Okay, be careful. They said how much money did Nizam give them all together? They didn't say individually, right? So be careful. Okay, so let's take a look. For the first part, okay, I'm gonna choose someone. Can anyone wants to volunteer themselves? Or should I just sacrifice themselves for this question? Anyone wants to go through with me? Going once, going twice, gone. Okay, I'm gonna pick someone now. Okay, I'm gonna pick Alia, because you said you don't know.
Yes.
Okay, come. Let's go through together. Okay. Hey, turn on your camera, leh. Thank you very much. I can see you. Wow, you just came from school,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, now for this question, Alia, how do you do it? What is the first step?
I don't know.
Okay, do you understand that? Can you identify that this is actually constant difference?
Yeah.
Can see, right? What's the keyword? What's the keyword?
Equal amount.
Right. So they give equal amount. Okay, let's start with the ratio first. So Alia, if I have the Jack to Will, okay, the ratio will be what is to what?
50 to 110.
Right, 50 to 110. Okay, so that's the first part. Now, then straight away, if we know it's constant difference, what should we do?
Find the difference.
All right. Okay, let's do difference straight away. Okay, difference. Okay, 110 minus 50. What's the answer?
60.
60. Correct. Let's put in number. Okay, 60. Okay, now this ratio, right, is quite big, but I might just leave it here for the time being. What about the after ratio, Alia?
That one I don't know.
So this is the one that you see on the question here. It says, after 4 years, Jack had half the amount of Will had. So if I say Jack had half this way, would you be able to see it? So Jack, how many units?
1,
And Will?
2.
Ta-da! Right? So most of you, I remember, even in the basic class, right? I remember that a lot of you who are, what's that called? Who, the moment I put half like this, you all don't know how to do it. So remember, half is just 1/2. So Jack is 1, Will is 2. So Sharifa, the difference here would be what?
1.
1. Okay. Hold on, don't be yourself persistent. So now the next step, we take a look. What must be the same?
After.
After?
The difference.
Yeah. So let's do the difference the same. Difference here is 60. Difference here is 1. What should I do?
Times 60.
Times 60. Chicken feed. Easy. Okay, times 60. Okay, now we put in the numbers. What do I get for the after ratio?
60.
Hmm?
120 and 60.
Okay. Now look at the question. How much money did Nizam give them altogether? So let's take a look. Look at the before, Alia, and look at the after. What happened?
Increased by 1 unit.
Increased by 1 unit. 1 unit.
10 units.
10 units. Correct. So I'm going to highlight for you. Okay, so 50 went up to 60. So that means there is an increase of 10. Now in this case, right, is the 10 units equal to $10?
Huh?
Is the 10 units, are the 10 units equal to $10?
Not $10.
10 units, is it $10?
I think so.
Think so? Answer is yes. It is $50. Right? $110. So that correct. It is 1 unit is $1. So 10 units will be $10, right? So that means Jack was given how much money?
$10.
$10. So if together, how much did Nizam give them all together? Jack got $10. We also got $10.
$20.
Yeah, so that's the answer. Right? So the answer is 10 times 2 equals to $20. All right, that's good. So you see, guys, so imagine quite stingy, this Nizam. These two guys, Jack and Will, came to his house and he only gave them $10 after 4 years, you know. That means every year he gave them how much? $2.50 each. Every time you take out the green packet, got, hey, what got someone? There you got coin. Okay, so that's what happens in this question. Everyone clear or not? Are you all clear? Alia clear? Sure. Okay. So the answer is $20. Afzal don't get it. Okay, Afzal. Yes. Which part don't you get it? Which part don't you get? I mean.
You know, you said that the some like
Say
you
again,
know
can I hear you?
$10.
Say again, can I hear you? Say again.
How do I say it?
Say it.
Okay, it's like
How I get what? The $50?
you said like the $10 thing.
$10. How do I get $10? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see now we did the 1:2:1, right?
Yeah.
Then we said that the difference have to be the same, right, Afzal? That means that you times 60, right? So I times 60 to everything. The eventual answer is 60 is to 120 is to 60. That means that at the end of the day, Jack had $60 and Will had $120. So if you compare the before and after, right, you see the before Jack had $50 and Jack had $60 at the end. That means that he has gained or he has increased by $10. There you go.
Why do you do 10 times 2? Oh, okay, never mind.
Because each one get same amount, right? So 10 times 2. Okay. Can I? Okay, very good. Okay, if you are clear, very good. I didn't answer the question. How you get the 60 minus 50? I just explained. The Jack at the start was 50. Jack at the end was 60. That means that he has increased his money by 60 minus 50. There is an increase of $10 over here. Okay, some of you are still a bit lost. I explain one more time. It's an increase of $10 over here. If you compare Will at the start was 110. At the end, he was 120. He also got an extra $10 from Nizam. So altogether, the amount that they collected from Nizam was 10 plus 10, which is 20. All right, I got it. Okay, very good. Okay, I'm glad that you all are asking questions. Okay, this is good. Everyone understand? On YouTube, all cool? All right, we've got about 61 people on YouTube, 22 people on Zoom. Woo! We've got altogether about 84 people watching. Let's go. Next question. Okay, so you all understand, constant difference, confirm, chop and step, come out one for PSLE. Sometimes if you're unlucky, it's only 2 marks. If you're lucky, it's 3 marks. Okay, let's carry on. Next question. Now we're going to go into constant unit difference. Okay, this one is like exactly like just now, but it's phrased a bit differently. Okay, watch. The ratio of Mr. Lupin's age to his brother's age now is 5:2, right? 20 years later, the ratio will be 3:2. The key word here is it will be 3:2, right? And it says 20 years later. How old is Mr. Lupin now, right? I don't know if you all watch Harry Potter, but Mr. Lupin is whoever Mr. Lupin is, you know? Right, okay. So the rat, you see the rat? I can't remember. Yeah. So this one, no, sorry for who, I see you like, no, he's not the rat. Wait, who is he? I want to know, I forgot already.
He's a teacher.
Yes, he's the teacher, yeah, correct, he's the teacher. Okay. So any Harry Potter fans? Okay, all right, so for this one, guys, how old is Mr. Lupin now, right? It's the exact same method, you know, but it's phrased differently. Can someone tell me what's the difference between this question and the one before? What's the difference? Just now we had a bit of a difference, right? Where is it? Here. This one. This one they gave what? The difference. This one they give difference? No, right? They gave what? They said 20 years later. But the method will still be the same. Okay? The method will still be the same. Let me erase all this stuff. Okay? Because there's limited space. I want to make sure that you all can see my screen. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now we put the ratio before and after. Okay, so ratio before. Let's put in the ratio before. Mr. Lupin. Actually, it's not Lupin. No, it's actually French. The pronunciation is Lupin. Lupin is 5. Brother is 2. The difference is 3. If you watch Netflix, there is actually a show called Lupin. Very good show. The after ratio, right, is 3:2. And the difference is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay. So now you see, guys, what must be the same? Difference has to be the same. Okay. Now we take a look. What happened in between was, it said here, 20 years later. Okay, 20 years later. So if you take a look at this, what we should do first is, of course, make the difference the same. So let's multiply this by 3, multiply this by 3, multiply this by 3. So we get 9:6:3. Now you compare. At the start, Mr. Lupin was 5 units. Mr. Lupin at the end is 9. So what is the difference? What is the difference between the before and after? I don't know if I'm sounding French or Indian. Okay, so the difference will be 5, right? 9, right? So 9 minus 5. So difference is 4. The difference in the units is 9 minus 5, which is 4 units. So what is the 4 units? Why is there an increase of 4 units? Because 20 years have passed, right? So 20 is 4, 1 unit is 5. From there, you can do the necessary question, right? So how old is Mr. Lupin now? Mr. Lupin is 5 units, so 25 years old, okay? So that's how we do this question using ratio. All right, cool. Then we are done for this question. I'm gonna give you one question like this. Can you please try it out? Exactly the same thing, just a bit of a difference in the way they ask it, okay? Let's give you something that's a bit more interesting. Okay, this one is no longer 18 years later, it's 18 years ago. Be careful, 18 years ago. The ages of Eugene and Richard are in the ratio of 3:4. Okay, so let's start. Eugene, Richard, 3:4. 18 years ago, okay, their ages were in the ratio of 3:5. How old was Eugene 18 years ago? Please give it a shot. Let's give you about 3 minutes and then we will reconvene to get the answer. Okay, I see some people giving some answers already. But all your answers look very different, guys. There's 18, there's 24, there's 27. Let me see what's happening on the YouTube side. Oh, a lot of you got 18. So maybe the 18 is the answer, right? Maybe it is the answer. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Now, before we go in, I want to introduce you guys to our resident person here, Mr. Muhammad Raphael. I'm going to show you his very, very interesting face. I'm going to make him talk so that you can see it on YouTube as well. What's up, Raphael?
Hi.
I see you. Are you Santa Claus Junior? Or more like Goblin? You look more like a goblin. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, Raphael, what's your answer? What do you get?
I'm still turning the page.
I'm still turning the page. Okay, you haven't done it yet, lah. Okay, never mind. I see you're busy. What's that called? Sending out presents, lah. Never mind. It's okay. So let's let's call someone else. Who shall we call? Anyone wants to volunteer themselves? Those of you online or on Zoom, I mean. Anyone to volunteer? He's like the jester in our class. Yes, Irfan. Okay, no one. I'm gonna call someone. Ariel. Oh, King of the Sea. I'm gonna call Ariel. He got 36. Let's see whether he's correct or not. Ariel, can you hear me? I'm asking you to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, King of the Sea, Ariel.
Bro.
Video or too busy? Water down there.
Yeah, in the ocean, man, no signal.
Oh man, the ocean. So anyway, Ariel, how you get 36? How come your answer different from everyone else? Let's check. You follow along with me. Okay? Don't unmute yourself. Just continue talking to me. Okay. The first thing, what do you do?
I found the difference between each one. So the previous one was 3 to 4, so I minus them. So I got 1. Then the other one is 5 to 3, so I minus them. Then I got 2.
Okay, slow down. I'm writing down. Okay, so E is to R, difference is 3 is to 5, which is 2. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Then.
Right. Okay, then.
Wait.
Correct.
Wait. Then I took 18 divided by 2, I think. Wait, did I? 8, 2, 4, 6.
Okay, hold on. Do you make the difference the same first?
Yeah, I did make the difference. So I changed the difference from the previous one to 2, then the R is, So it's 6 to 8, and
6 to 8 is a 2, Okay, all right, good. Okay.
Now I know the difference. So 18 is the same as 3 units.
3 units, okay. So the one on the left, right, is it before or after this one?
The one on the left is now. This is now.
No,
yeah,
correct.
and the other one on the right is the 18 years ago.
Okay, good. So you can put that way, guys, or you can also put just for the people who are watching it. The now is you can put it as after, because why? We are the past, right? So this is before. So like traveling back into the past, back to the future. Okay, so carry on. So you were saying 3 units equal to 18, right? Correct. So
the 1 unit is
18 years ago was 3. So that means it has passed. 18 years has passed. That means that 6 minus 3 equals to 3 units. Is correct.
Yeah.
So 2 units equal to 18, right? You're saying, okay. Then
one unit is, I don't know, 6.
6 lah. Okay. Right. Divided by 3 is 6. Okay. And what was the question? How old was Eugene? 18 years
ago. Which is now.
Here, 18 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you got confused, right?
Yeah. So 6 and 3 got 18.
So that's why, right, guys, you must write down. That's why I say you must write down 18 years ago, must write down now, before, after, the kind of thing. Then you won't make the same mistake. So Ariel, it's very simple. 3 units is 6 times 3. Get back answer is 18 ago. Yeah. So actually, I could have just finished it here. Okay, but no problem. All right, very good. Everyone understand? All okay, all good. And Afzal, are you okay? No, Afzal, you were saying that you need some help, or you're still a bit lost. Lost still. Okay, since Afzal is lost, we shall find him. Yes, Afzal. How?
You know, I was confused about the work example.
What example?
The previous one.
Well, let me just bring out the word example, okay? Where's the word example? Okay, here, yes. Okay, what's the confusion?
Yeah, I didn't get why you did 9 minus 5.
Okay. Before the ratio was 5, right? The 5 units.
Yeah.
After Mr. Lupon's age was 9. So that means that he has grown much older. 9 minus 5. So it's 4 units older.
Yeah.
Right? So you see, at the start he was 5, at the end he was 9. That means that he has grown 4 units older. And this 4 units is equal to the 20 years that have passed. You get it now?
Yeah.
So that
But
means
then they're asking, they said how is Mr. Lupin now? Yeah, aren't you supposed to use the after ratio?
no. Because sorry. My phone keeps dropping. Okay, see, the now is 5:2. You see that? Now over here is 5:2.
I thought it was the 3:2.
No, it is after. Remember, 20 years later, the ratio is 3:2.
Oh, okay.
Later, right? Okay, all right, Ken?
Yep.
Yes, Raphael, question.
So do you prefer black or red? Because I'm
Red.
not Santa Claus anymore.
Let's see it. You are Mr. Lupon? Okay, is it Raphael just want to like make some funny stuff? Okay, let's let him do it again. Okay, Raphael, let's go. Show yourself. You are Mr. Lupon. Can you speak?
Do you like my hat now?
Yes, much perfect. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, so let's carry on to the next question. Some of you are still a bit lost, is it? Or everyone okay already? Okay, I can. Okay. So I will give, let's do one more, but this one is a bit different kind of style. It's no longer in terms of age, it is now about things. Okay. Mrs. Lily baked a lot of apple and blueberry pies in the ratio of 7:6. Okay, let me just quickly highlight this. Okay. Apple, blueberry, 7:6. By the way, guys, for the PSLE, please bring a highlighter, okay, or underline at least minimum, or else you make careless mistakes, okay? After she had given away 45, she gave away 45 apple pies, and she gave away 45 blueberry pies. The number of apple pies and blueberry pies left, okay, left was in the ratio of 5:3. How many pies in total did Mrs. Lily have at first? Okay. All right. So that's the question. Let's give you some time. Those of you on YouTube, please behave yourself. I can see your comments. I'm going to kick some people up. Ready, set, go. 3 minutes. Okay, looks like a lot of you are done already. Oh, that's good. Is it easy? Is that why you all find it? No, then okay. Raphael, I see who's behind there. Okay, Ken. Okay. Anyone want to try? I'm gonna pick on Kushairi because he's got a nice photo of me behind. Kushairi? Yes. How come you have a photo of me behind? Okay, as long as only on Zoom is fine, okay? If it's on your home wall, better not, okay? In your room, like, hey, coach Saiful doing that? No, no. Okay. Okay, so let's begin. Kushairi, how do we do this question? What's the first step?
Apple to blueberry to difference.
Apple to blueberry, 7 to 6, okay. Then after that?
Difference.
Okay, difference.
1.
1, okay, good. This before or after?
Before.
4. Okay, remember, put in before. How about after, Kushairi?
5 is to 3 is to 2.
5 is to 3 is to 2. Okay, good. A to B to difference, 5 is to 3 is to 2. Okay, next step. What do we do now?
Make the difference the same.
Very good. Make the difference the same. So times
2.
times 2. Okay, times 2. Times 2, times 2, times 2. We get 14.
Is to 12 is to 2.
Okay, good. Next step. So far, so good.
9 units equal 45.
How you get 9 units?
14 minus 12.
Very good.
14 minus 5.
5 minus 5. Yes. Okay, so that's the difference there. 14 minus 5. So the difference is because they have been, they have given away the apple pies, right? So 14 minus 5 is 9 units, that's what Kushairi said. So 9 units is 45. So 1 unit is?
5.
5. Okay, and what was the question asking for?
26 times 5.
26. Okay, because the total they asked for, 14 plus 12, right? So 26 is the total number of units. So 26 units, 5 times 6, 26, sorry, which is 130.
30.
And we are done. Very good, Kushairi. That is awesome. Well done for you.
That was easy.
Okay, let's move on. Everyone okay? All okay? Let me just check the chat first. Blah, 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 blah. All the same. Okay, good. Very good. Let me see on this side on YouTube. All good? Very good. This question is simple. Okay, Ken. Okay, so we're going to take a short break because we have just ended the last method here. We're going to take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we shall resume on constant total. Okay? Yes, Raphael, question.
Yeah, for fun.
Okay, Ken. Please don't do that. It's very irritating on my side. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right. Let's take a 5-minute break, guys. Let's take a 5. Raphael, stop it. 5-minute break. Let me share with you my screen. Countdown timer. 5 minutes. We'll be right back after these messages. No messages at all. All right, guys, we're gonna resume right now. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so we did quite a few things today. So far, we did quite a few concepts. We are almost towards the end, actually. If by tomorrow I end all of these things, I will go into some PSLE questions. Okay, so those of you who are at from my center from Math Prodigies, you all have gone through the PSLE questions, but it's good to always go through some of the new ones, some of the more difficult ones. Okay, wow, I see Alia look different now. Okay, let's go into the question. Coach Hari, your display pic very scary. I see like got one. If you look at Coach Harry's one, he look like there's something looking at me in the dark. Oh my god, scary. Okay, so we're gonna resume now. Let's go into constant total. Just now you remember we did constant difference, right? Constant difference is always about age. Now, constant total, on the other hand, is never about age. It's always about a transfer. Transfer, okay? So, this is how I remember it, just to help you guys who are not very used to this. Let me just write this down, okay? Whenever you see, okay, constant, there's two types, right? There's two types of constant. One is constant difference. The other one is constant total. Now, how do we know to identify which is constant total, which is constant difference? When I mark your papers, guys, I notice some people are still not so sure, okay? Now, just look at the first letter. Okay, how I remember it is, okay? Constant total is always about what? Internal transfer, a transfer between two people. So what I'll remember it as T stands for transfer. So whenever you see there are two people and there is a transfer between two people, it's always constant total, okay? Then how about D? I remember it a bit differently, okay? So it's a Malay word, okay? So datuk. Datuk in Malay means grandfather, right? So datuk is very old, very aged. So that's how I remember. It's always an age question, it's always constant difference. If it's a transfer question, it's always constant total, okay? Well, why is there 20 comments on the thing? It's happening. Guys, focus. Focus. Okay, don't talk so much on the chat. Okay, let's go. Kushari, please change your background. That one a bit violent, a bit violent. A bit disturbing for me as well. Okay, thank you very much, Kushari. Okay, next one. So let's look at this one, guys. Constant total. Macy had twice as much money as David at first. After Macy gave David $200, David had 8 times as much money as Macy. How much money did each of them have at first? Okay, so same thing, right? There's always two people. So it's Macy who had twice as much money as David at first. After Macy gave David $200, okay, so Macy gave David, why did Macy give David $200? I have no idea. David had 8 times as much money as Macy. So as a result, see what happened? David became pauper. He became, Macy became a pauper. She had 8 times less as money as Macy. How much money did each of them have at first? Okay. So again, I'm going to skip the model. I'm going to go straight into ratio. The reason why we have models here is because when you guys first start to learn about all these things, right, it's always easier with models. But the moment you progress to the, like after in primary 6, maybe in March, April, May, June, I would recommend going straight into ratio. Okay, so let's do it now. So Macy had twice as much money as David at first. Okay, so Macy, David, this is 2:1, correct? So that will be before. Okay, after, what is the ratio? Macy to David is, David had 8 times as much money as Macy. Coach Harry, why are you raising your hand? Is there a reason? Hello? You have a question?
Can I go to the toilet?
Yeah, sure. Oh my God. You just go to the toilet, guys. Don't ask me. So Macy to David was, okay, David had 8 times as much money as Macy. So that means that David had 8 units. Macy had 1 unit. Be careful of that, okay? Now, they said now that there was a transfer of $200 from where? From Macy to David. So the moment you see there's a transfer, we call this what, guys? Remember? internal transfer. Internal transfer means there is only a transfer between two people. There is no money going out. There is no money coming in, right? So the difference, no longer a difference, is called total. You must add the third column is called total. And 2 minus 1, sorry, 2 plus 1, the difference, total is 3. And the total over here, 1 plus 8, the total is 9. Okay, from there you can see if the total is supposed to be the same. Now, why is the total the same? Because imagine that if I give you money, okay, let's say you got $10, I got $20, then I give you $10, right? What happens is you now have 20, I have 10. Our total amount of money will still remain as 30. Before you had 10, I had 20, that's 30. After you have 20, I have 10, it's still 30. So the total remains the same. Got it? Okay. So let's go through. I'm going to put it like this. Total is 3 units on this side. Total is 9 units on this side. Now we make them the same, right? So we multiply that by 3. Multiply by 3, multiply by 3, multiply by 3. We will get the answer of 6 is to 3 is to 9. Okay, now we can take a look, guys. Macy gave David $200. That means that Macy should go down, right? The amount is 6 units. It went down to 1. And that's accurate. So it went down by 5, right? It went down by 5. So if it went down by 5 units, guys, that means that you can tell straight away that the $200, right, must be the 5 units. Make sense? Okay, I'll pause it for a while. Everyone okay? All understand? Can I? Okay, very good. So 5 units is $200. So from there, 1 unit is 40. And the question asked for what? They asked, what did they ask? How much money did each of them have at first? Okay, so each of them. So you must give 2 answers, right? So at first would be this one. So Macy would be at first 6 units. So 6 times 40, 240. And our friend, what's his name again? David, right? At the start, had 3 units. Okay, be careful, guys. Don't use the ratio at the top here. You must use the ratio at the bottom because your units were derived from here. Okay, so we'll use the one below. That will be 3 units times 40, giving you the answer of 120. Okay, and that's how we do the question. Can everybody? Good. All right, if it's easy, very good. Let's go straight into the question. Let's look at this one's okay. This is interesting. Let's do this one. Okay, number 1. Let's give you about 2 minutes. Can you please solve the question?
May I go? Shh.
Okay, good. Some people are getting the answers already. But most of you still haven't sent me the answers yet. You can send to me directly via DM, okay, on the Zoom chat. On YouTube, I see some of you there's a mixture. Some people say it's 840. Some people say it's 750. Right. Here I see on Zoom 840 a lot. Yes, a lot of 840. So most probably 840 is correct. Rania, your answer is very, very far away. Okay, I see. Ariel also, your answer is very far away. Oh, okay. Afzal also, your answer is very far away. Okay, I'm gonna call one of you. Okay, Rania, are you able to share with me what you did? Let me see. You also got 1890 Sharifah. Okay, let me see. Let's ask Rania. Okay, where's Rania? Rania, where are you? Rania. Okay, there she is. Okay, come, Rania. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. How did you get the answer? What did you do?
So I write like the before and after ratio.
Let's write down first, okay? So what's the ratio?
For the before is 4:5.
4:5. Ah, that's where most of you went wrong. I know already. Okay, so you see, Rania, there's a keyword here that says what? Jim's saving was 4 out of 5 more. Do you remember this method I told you before? More than, less than? You remember? If I say Jim's saving was 4 out of 5, as much as Anna's, right? Then it will be 4:5. But now it says Jim's savings was 4 out of 5 more. So if you recall, right, I told you this, remember? 4 more than 5. So that means Jim's one is 4 plus 5. So Jim's savings is 9 units. Remember this one, yeah? No. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah.
So how you understand that? The reason why the mistake is because 4 plus 5.
Okay.
You get it? Okay, so let's write it down. So 4 is to 5. Now you do together with me, okay? So Jim's savings was 4 plus 5. That means Jim is 9. How about Anna?
Anna is
Jim is 4 plus 5. Then Anna will be
5.
5. Yeah, no change. Yeah, so that's the only mistake, guys. So those of you who got 1890 is probably because of this. Okay, good. Let's carry on. So after Jim had given $300 to Anna, okay, now you see he had 2 out of 5 the amount of money Anna had. So this one is the regular one, Rania. So that means what is the ratio for Jim to Anna?
2:5.
5, yeah, 2:5, right? So now you can compare. Let's find the total first. Okay, 9 plus 5 will give me
14.
14. Okay, on this side, 2 plus 5 will give me
7.
7. Okay, now we see we can do it. Okay, what should I do now, Rania? Next step.
The after total times 2.
Times 2. That's good. Times 2, times 2, times 2. We will get, what's the new ratio?
4:10:14.
Yes. Okay. Now you see, guys, now we can compare, right? Jim had given $300 to Anna. Okay, so Rania, how many units equals to $300?
5.
5. Okay, let's compare. At the start was 9, at the end was 4. Correct, yeah. So 9 minus 4 equals to 5. So that means that there are 5 units and that is equal to $300. So 1 unit is how many? It's 300 divided by 5.
60.
$60, correct. Okay. So they ask you, find the total amount of money they had all together. So which one do we multiply by? Do we multiply by 14 or 7?
14.
14. Very good. Okay, so let's multiply now. So 14 units is 60 times 14, right?
Yeah.
And that's how we get the answer. 840. Can Rania?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you very much for joining the show. Okay, so let me give you a...
That was easy.
That was easy.
It's over 9,000!
Okay, Ken. So that was a bit tough because of that small little, you see, so be careful, guys. If this comes out for your PSLE, if the word more or less, right? So you plus the 4 plus 5. What if I say 4 over 5 less? Can someone tell me? What do I do? Obviously, it's minus, right? Less is minus. So there's minus. So 5 minus 4. Be careful, 5 minus 4. Okay, so let's try one more. Let me give you a bit more of a challenging one. This one quite easy, I think. Actually quite okay. Quite standard. Both are quite standard. Okay, let's look at the last one here. Number 3. Let's give this one a shot, guys. The badminton and netball club had the same number of members at first. Any netball players here? After 16 members from badminton joined netball, the ratio of the number of members who joined badminton those who joined netball became 1:3. How many members did the netball club have at first? Okay, very simple again. We just do the highlighting first. At the start, the badminton and netball club had the same number. After 16 members from badminton joined netball, the ratio became 1:3. Find out how many members did the netball club have at first. Okay, so that's the question. Please give it a shot. Ready, set, go. Okay, I see a lot of you are already done. That was very good. Okay, so a lot of you got to answer 32. Ariel originally got 64, I saw. So I don't know what happened there. So a lot of you got 32. Okay, those on YouTube, let me take a look. Okay, I see log 32 as well. Okay, very good. Okay, so a lot of you are okay with this. Anyone wants to volunteer themselves? I took overall, no wonder. Okay. While waiting for someone to volunteer themselves, I shall play something for you guys. You know what I'll play for you guys? All right, okay, yes. Anyone wants to volunteer themselves? Oh, still no one yet. Me site I light. What? Okay, lame. Still doing it. Okay. Okay, I see quite a few posts. Okay, Sumaya. Raphael, you went already, right? Okay, so let's let Sumaya do it, okay? After that, okay, it can be you, okay? Sumaya, where are you? Where are you? Where is Sumaya? I cannot find Sumaya. Where is she? Where are you, Sumaya? 我不可以看。I know you are here, but where are you in your picture? I don't see you. Jovin, I see Jovin, I see Kiara, I see Ariel. How come I don't see you, Sumaya? Blue color. Hold on. Can you raise your hand so that I can see you? Click the raise hand. Oh, you are some anime character. No wonder. Okay, I see it. Hello. Why you show anime character? How am I supposed to see you? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, come. So, how do we do this question?
Badminton is to netball is 1:1.
Okay, 1:1. Wait. Write this down. Okay, very good. So the first thing first, guys, when they say they had the same number, okay, especially in the exam PSLE, if they put their same number, straight away you just put 1:1 like what Sumaya did. Okay, very good. Next step.
Then total is 2.
Total is 2. Okay, good. Total is 2. And on this side, total is how many?
That one is 1:3 is then 4.
4, correct. Okay, good.
Then it's badminton minus 1 unit.
Wait. Do you make the
Like 2 times 2, 1 times 2, 1 times 2. Then
Good.
it's 2:4.
Good. Okay.
Then it's badminton minus 1 unit.
Let's compare. So badminton at the start was 2, at the end was 1. Okay, correct. So of 1 unit, correct. Okay.
Then minus 1 unit.
Okay.
Then 1 unit equals to 16.
Yeah. So 1 unit equals to 16. And what was the question? How many members did Netball Club have at first?
Then 2 units equals to 16 times 2 equals to 32.
That's it. Very good, Smell. We are done with this question. That was way too easy.
That was easy. Excellent.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, guys, very simple. So, good job, Sumaya. Let's move on to the next one. No problemo. All on Zoom, okay? All on YouTube, okay? Okay, very good. Nice. Let's move on. So let's do a bit of revision. Okay, I just want to see whether you all can figure out which is which, okay? I'm going to call someone. Let's see. Okay, the first one. Read the first one, okay? There were 112 markers and some pencils in the tuition center, blah, 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 blah. Then how many pencils were broken? Okay, let me call the one, Raphael, you're asking, right? Okay, Raphael, come, let's go. First question, what method is this? And what is the keyword that tells you?
One change.
One change, very good.
Got
Why is
AB
one
to
change?
CD also.
Okay, very good. Okay, but now, before that, which keyword tells you this is only one change?
Some of the pencils broke,
Yeah.
but the markers never.
Correct. Strong. Okay. So very good. The important part here, guys, is there is a hidden meaning. And the hidden meaning is what? If the pencils broke, it means that the markers did not break, which means the number of markers the same. So this is confirmed called constant. Only one change. One change. Okay, next one. Let's call someone else. Anyone want to try? Okay, Raphael. Don't do that, Raphael. Raphael, stop it. Thank you. Let's ask Alia. Alia, what method is this?
Yeah.
Read the question first.
Yeah, I reading the question.
I read for you again. Alex, Beth, and Cole had some video games to sell. Alex sold 3 times as many games as Beth. Beth sold 2 times as many video games as Cole. If Alex sold 40 more than Cole, how many more video games did Beth sell than Cole?
Constant.
Is there a transfer? Is there a age question? Not really, right?
No.
What should it be? What do you think? What do you think?
I don't know.
No idea? Okay, so you look at this. There are how many people? There are altogether how many people here?
2. 3.
3. 3 people, remember? Love triangle. Remember, there's one ratio which is Alex is to Beth
Yeah.
to 1. Then there is Beth is to Cole, which is 2 is to 1. Remember, there's Alex love Beth, but Beth love Cole.
I never come yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about.
This one, again, doesn't matter whether yesterday or not. That's why we do it before a lot of times. It's called what? Repeated
identity.
Yes, remember? So A is to B to C. Then we make which are the same.
Make the same person the same.
Same person, the same. So B here, right? Okay, so we make Beth the same. Okay, from this one. So it's called repeated identity. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you come yesterday or not, guys. Those of you on YouTube also, whoever come yesterday or not. This is a very, very, very important method. Always comes up no matter what. Okay. Next question, I'm going to call. Who shall I call now? Let's see. Anyone here? Ryan, is it? Okay, Ryan. Rania, yes, you got the answer correct. Let's call Ryan. He want to answer. Okay, Ryan, yes. Thank you for putting a face of my beautiful face there.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Why don't you put your own face?
Constant difference.
Constant difference. Okay, good. So correct, constant difference, right? Why? What's the clue here? Because it's an age question. Okay, age question. This one is a normal constant difference, right? The second one is also age, but there is a difference which is 18 years ago. So it's also a constant difference question, just is a constant unit difference. Okay. Okay, next question. Let's ask someone. This one. Who shall I ask? Who shall I ask? I'm gonna pick someone randomly and just click the button on it. Let's ask. Okay, this guy. He looks bored. Ishan, too easy for you, is it? I'm not your paper, by the way. I just like your paper. Pretty good, pretty good. Pick up, what's the answer? What method is
what? Just now we did the total unchanged, is it?
Correct. Total change. Constant total. Okay, what is the clue that tells you that this is constant total?
After the game, John lost 28 stamps to Miller.
Yeah. So because there is what we call it internal
transfer.
Okay, very good. Yes, good job. Okay, awesome. I forgot to play the sound just now. Okay, that was easier.
That was easy.
Okay, so let's move on. I think we got one last one here. Let's see whether y'all can get it. Oh no, that's it already. That's the last one. Okay, good. Okay, so we are on to day 4 already of master problem sums. I'm doing a revision of all the master problem sum stuff. So I'll go a bit faster. That's why we can complete everything in 3 days. Okay, so this one, again, when we tested this for the test, a lot of you still couldn't do it, okay? Still couldn't do it. So I'm going to explain this one more time. One more time, okay? Because if you don't understand, just let me know that you don't understand. I will go through again slightly slower. Okay, so after spending, this method is called what? Remainder part-whole concept. Okay, remainder part-whole concept. Again, a question that almost every year comes out. After spending $85, Fadil spent a quarter of his remaining money on a book. He then realized he had 1/3 of his original amount of money left. How much money did Fadil have at first? Okay, so guys, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you the clue first. The clue is there is always this line in the question. Fadil spent a quarter of his remaining money on a book. Now, this sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yesterday we learned this. If I say I have a quarter of the remainder or a quarter of the remaining money, what method do I usually say it is? What method is it, guys? Can you type in the chat? What method is this? Branching, right? Branching, correct. So it's branching. However, for this particular one, it will be followed by this line. After then, he realized he had 1/3 of his original, or maybe they will say 1/3 of the amount he had at first, okay, left. I repeat, 1/3 of the original amount left. So this one, you know, is a remainder part whole concept, okay? How much money did Fadil have at first? Let's look at the question. So the first thing I'm going to do is, right, guys, when they say after spending $85, do I know how long the model is? For this method, right, we have to use model or else it's going to be very difficult. So do we know how long it is? We don't, right? We don't know at all. In fact, it can be very long, it can be very short, and we have to roughly estimate, okay? Most of the time, we will have to edit it out, okay? Adjust it at the end. Guys, please stop with the smileys and everything in the chat. Please, Samin, Irfan, Ryan, Sumaya, stop it. Thank you. Now, after spending $85, Fadil spent a quarter of his remaining money on a book, right? So in this case, we will draw a model for $85, okay? And then we realize he had 1/4 of the remainder, right? Which means that the remainder has 4 units. So I will draw 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, he spent 1 out of 4. That means that we have to shade 1 more of them over here, okay? Now, they ask you, how much money did Fadil have at first? Now, the part that is the most complicated part is here. He had 1/3 of his original amount of money left. So when you look at this model, right, guys, the remainder is this one, correct? It is the 3 units that are left over here. Okay, these 3 units, right, is 1 out of 3 of the original amount. So if I draw a model for you, it looks like this. If I have these 3 units left, this is 1 out of a total of 3. Okay, I repeat, this is 1 out of a total of 3. So originally, if we redraw this model, right, we can subdivide and say, hey, this one part over here is actually can be broken down into 3 units. So let me do it for you right now. You can see that, hey, this is 3. I break it out, right? So 3, 3, and 3. And then it looks like this. Okay, right? And then what you get is you have 9 units altogether. You can see that? So think about it this way. If all of this is 9 units, correct? If all of this is 9 units, the only clue we have is that this is $85. The rest of this, I don't know, right? You can see straight away that if that's 9 units total, this is 4 units total. That means that the $85 must be how many units? It must be 5 units. Okay? I pause here for a while. Everyone okay? All cool? Okay. Can So put it simply, I'm just gonna erase all of this stuff. I can do a shortcut for you, which is, if you look at this, let me erase all this first. If these 3 units left over is equal to 1 out of 3 of the original. Okay, that means that altogether, there should be 3 out of 3, right? So I repeat, if I put 1/3 is 3 units, that means 3/3 altogether should be 3 times 3. That means that altogether there must be 9 units. Okay? So if that's 9 units, I repeat one more time, if all of these is 9 units, right? And the ones that we know are these 4 units, that means that the rest of them must be 5 units, okay? So that's why I know straight away that $85 is equal to the 5 units. Okay, I pause it for a while. Anyone needs any help? I see a lot of people saying that they don't understand. Okay, let me see. Afzal, yes, not sure. Come, what is your question, Mr. Afzal? Hey, where are you? I cannot spot you in the chat. Oh, here he is. Hey, alamak, this is wrong person. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Afzal, where are you? Can you raise your hand so that I can see you? Okay, hold on. Don't press down. Let me just here you are. Okay, good.
I don't understand the whole question.
Hello, put in some effort. Which part don't you understand? Obviously not everything, right? The first part is he spent $85, right? Then he's got 1/4 of the remainder. So despite you understand, there's 4 units left.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if I've spent 1 out of 4, that means that I've got 3 units left at the back, correct?
Yeah.
Now they say that these 3 units is 1 out of 3 of the original. That means that if I break up this whole thing, right, I can put it this way. Okay, wait, hold on. I can put it this way. This is 1 out of a total of 3, you know. Let's say roughly around here, okay? 1, 2, 3. Do you get that part now?
Yeah.
You understand? So that means if it's 1 out of 3, and you can see that one of these parts is 3 units, correct?
Yeah.
That means that this must be 3 units. This also must be 3 units, right?
Yes.
Okay. That means that altogether there should be 3, 6, 9. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the only clue we have is that we have $85. $85 is from here all the way until here. Correct?
That means is it like 6 units is $85?
No, 5. Because 9 minus 4. We know these 4 units that we are confirmed is 4 units. Okay?
Then what
Can
about the bottom
you
one?
can think of it as 9. It's the same. I just redraw for you differently. It's actually the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same model. I just redraw. It's like step by step. So for example, this one, right? These are the 3 units, right? That's 1 out of 3. Sorry. Oh, my connection is unstable. Can you all hear me? Still? Can. So that's the 1, right? Then break 3. From there, I know 9 units is total. So that means that the 5 units must be equal to the 85. Okay, Afzal? Can?
Yeah.
Can?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 unit will be 85 divided by 5, which is equal to $17. Yes, Raphael?
So you freeze.
What's up? You got a question? I'm frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back. I shall keep singing until I'm no longer frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, so question is what? How much money did Fadil have at first, right? So at first it's all what? Yes, what?
We can't see you anymore.
I'm still frozen.
We can't see you at all. You're dead. You're dead.
Not see me anymore.
It's like a total blank.
I'm not dead. Hold on. Oh, no, you can't see me anymore. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pause for a while, okay? Let me just stop my video first. But y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but then we cannot see your face.
I know my face is very beautiful. You have to see me. You have to listen to me, Kennedy.
But if you want us to see your face,
Okay, so I'm just going to start my video again. Let's try one more time, okay?
you're still blank.
Yes, Ryan, question?
You're like blank, like totally blank.
Completely blank. It's okay lah. As long as you can hear my voice is enough. Okay, can Okay, I'm gonna continue, okay? So question asks you, how much money did Fadil have at first? The answer would be 17 times 9, right? So 9 units would be 17 times 9. Yeah, guys, let it go, guys. Someone said in the chat, let it go. Don't you see my face? What's the answer? 17 times 9? 153. Okay, so I'll give you the question, guys. Let me go and figure out what's going on with my site, my internet. Can you please try this question first? Okay, Phil had a sum of money. He spent $160 on a wallet. After spending 2/5 of the remainder on a pair of glasses, sunglasses, he had 1/3 of his money left. How much money did Phil have at first? Okay, let's take about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let me go and figure out whether okay, let's take about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let me go and see me? Can you all see me? Can you see me? You can't see me. Can you all see me? Oh, still can't see me. Alamak. Never mind, I guess towards the end already, you just don't see me because you know why? Because.
And his name is John C.
Sorry, if that scared some of you. Okay, I can see that. Thank you, Ryan. I am completely blank. Okay, you just hold that, Ryan, for a while. I'm just gonna do something. Okay, just hold it. Just hold it. I want to see whether I can do this to change it. The camera. Okay, it's not working either. Okay, hold on. Let me change this. Doesn't work either. Is it showing? No. Okay, guys, I really don't know why. Okay, thanks a lot, Ryan. Hey, it's working now. It's working now. Thanks, Ryan. Okay, thanks for helping me out. I'm no longer John Cena. I'm now Coach Saiful. Okay, let's resume. Thank you so much for the help. What's the answer? I see a lot of people got different answers in the chat. My ears are gone. Sorry, guys. It's gone again, Ryan. No, right? It's okay, right? Okay, let's go. So now that I'm back, now I was wrestling against the Undertaker. That's why. So you cannot see me. Okay, let's see the answers again. Let me check on the side. Okay. The answer. Okay, let me choose Ryan since he helped me a lot. Let's go. Oh, it's again. Alamak, blank. I'm back to being John Cena.
No, please.
No, okay, can, no problem. I think it will be intermittent lah. Yeah, it will. Yeah, I come back again. Because my internet is not very strong. No worries. I'm lagging also, is it?
Lagging.
Lagging, yeah. Alamak. You guys on TikTok, can you please go to the website? I'm gonna off my TikTok. I suspect it's because my TikTok is taking a lot of data. Go to this website called mathprodigies.com/PSLE. Okay, please go over here if you want to continue watching. It will lead you to the YouTube channel and then you can actually watch it from there. Okay, so go ahead, guys on TikTok. I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn this off because I expect taking a lot of data. I'm gonna turn off right now. Okay, see you guys. Thank you so much for coming on the TikTok. Hold on, guys. Let me just make sure that I off this. Okay, I have turned off my TikTok. So now the connection should be stronger. Yeah, I was on TikTok at the same time, like TikTok live. So I suspect that's the reason why my internet is not as strong.
No, it's still very lagging.
Okay, I think it will take some time, okay? Just well. Hold on. Oh. Hello. Can you all see me?
Okay, but then
Okay, let's begin. I already off the TikTok. It should be okay now. If it's not okay, just let me know. Okay, Ryan?
okay.
Okay, come. So what's the first step? What do you do?
For me,
Yeah, this question.
but I think I'm wrong.
Say again?
I'm wrong.
You're wrong. It's okay. We do together. Come, let's do it.
You draw the model.
Let's draw the model. Okay, what do you draw?
You just draw a model after you cut it in right 160.
Okay, 160. Then how many units are there at the back? Look at this one. After spending 2/5 of the remainder on a pair of sunglasses, this line. So how many units should there be at the back?
5.
5, yeah. 5 units. Okay, so let's do a model now. 5 units, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And how many should we shade? 2 units. Okay, let's shade 2. That will be on the sunglasses. Okay, gone. That's sunglasses. Yes, Raphael, question?
Just now you were lagging just now.
Oh, okay.
You're lagging.
Still lagging.
Like, no, you're like sometimes your voice come out, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. If you don't understand at all, please let me know. Okay. You're like you don't understand, can hear my voice properly. Let me know.
Your voice sounds like
Oh, okay. I understand now. Okay. I thought what you were saying. Okay. So this is the wallet. Okay, I'll go a bit slower, okay? Because if my voice kind of goes in and out, you might not understand me. So it's also shaded, right, guys? Because why? This is also spent already, yeah? Okay, so now next part. Ryan, it says here, he had 1/3 of his money left. So how do we go to 1/3?
1/3. You I don't know.
It's okay. So you see this part over here?
You're laughing.
This one is the 3 units left, right? Okay, wait. So this is the 3 units, right? The leftover. Yes, yes.
so you're like freezing and your voice like
Okay. I tell you what, today you might have to end early, okay, because it seems like it's not working, okay. So I'll just end on this last question. So we'll take early off today. Tomorrow we'll just do 2.5 hours. Hopefully we can do it again. Okay, so let's do it now. So Ryan, the 3 units over there, right?
Yeah.
How many is 1/3 of the original?
Yeah. So
What should I do?
so 160 and 2/5 is 2/3.
Correct. So I'll put here again, 1/3 is equal to 3 units. That means that the total should be how many units? 3 out of 3 should be 3 times 3, right? It should be 9 units. Make sense?
Yeah.
Make sense, right? Okay, that means all of that should be 9 units.
Yeah.
I draw for you. Oops, sorry, what's happening? Oh, my computer is really causing a lot of problems now. So it's from here to here, all together, there should be 9 units. Now, how many units do we already know of?
5.
5 over here. That means that the wallet there, must be how many units?
4 units.
Yes. Correct. So this is the part that is the most difficult one, right? After you figure this out, easy, really, right? So what's the next step? Sorry?
600.
Let me try now. So 4 units is 160, right? So 1 unit will be 160 divided by 4, which is equal to $40. They asked for what? Altogether, right? At first, right? So Ryan, together got how many units? 9, right?
Oh, I got wrong. Then 9.
So what do you multiply by now? How can you get 600? So the answer is 300.
so your voice like pop.
It's slow and cracking and like
Okay. I think this is a sign for me to end early today. It's a sign for me to end early today. So no problem. Okay, we'll do one more question. I'll let you do that. I give you the answer, then we call it a day, okay? Yes.
Finish though.
What?
Yeah, I use fractions, which is like faster.
Okay, what do you do?
3 out of 5 and 1 out of 3, right? I make the numerator the same.
Okay, hold on. 3 out of 5 and 1 out of 3. Oh, that's a smart method. So you did 3 out of 5 equal to 2 out of 3. Like that.
1 out of
Okay,
3.
then how do you do it?
1 out of 3.
1 out of 3. 1 out of 3, sorry.
Then
3
I
out of
make,
5.
Then I make the numerator the same.
Times 3 Times 2. Can also. Now, but if you do this, Rafael, be careful. You gotta put in like that 3 out of 5 is the remainder,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is the total lah.
Mm.
Right, total.
Okay.
Who is that in the background? Your brother, is it?
My sister, she's like,
Loud. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, come. Let's finish up the last one. Okay, I think because of my internet today, we will finish up just a bit more. Okay, just finish one more question here, and then we call it a day. Unless you all are willing to stay on with my voice, like. Okay. Fayad, your words are getting very rude. Please stop it. Okay, let's finish up. I see that a lot of you have answered the question already. You all got the same answer, which is 9. Let's finish up the last one here. I think internet was quite weird. Okay. Let's go. Question. Let's go through. Anyone want to go through with me? This last one? Volunteer, Raphael. Okay, got Raphael, last one. You shall end the class.
I use fraction again.
Okay, so use the method, the fraction method.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just use both. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that everyone can see how to do the model method also.
I don't understand the model, so I do fraction.
You don't understand?
I don't really, because it's like long, so long.
Isn't the model easier?
Yeah, it's easier, but it's so long.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, I just do the model first so that everyone can see it at the same time.
Wait, I mute.
Am I still lagging?
No, you're perfectly fine.
Okay, good. If you're fine, we can continue until 3:30. Okay. So she gave 45 brownies to her neighbors. Okay, 45 brownies to her neighbors, and 1/4 of the remainder to her sister. So we break it up like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is gone on here on left side. 45 is gone. Iris had 1/4 given to her sister. So this is also gone. Both is gone. Okay. So because I don't want to make you all confused, I'm just gonna erase this first. Okay, just know that these ones are gone. Okay. So I'm just gonna highlight that. So you can tell me, you can see that these ones are gone. Okay. Now the next step is they say if Aunt Iris had 1/3 of the brownies that she baked left. So that means that this amount is 1/3 of the original. So again, the method is very simple. If we do 1/3 is 3 units, right? That means we know that 3/3 altogether should be 3 times 3, right? 3 times 3 giving you the answer of 9 units. That means altogether there should be a total of 9 units. Okay, and you see guys, at the bottom here, on the right hand side here, there are 4 units here. That means that the leftover here must be 5, right? Okay, so from there we can do it really. 5 units is 45. 1 unit is equal to 9. Question was, how many brownies did she give to her sister? And she gave away 1, right? This one. So the answer is 9. Very good. All of you got the answer correct. I just realized that I completely cut off Raphael from answering the question.
That was easy.
So I guess excellent to myself. Okay, Raphael, you want to share your method again? Maybe some people out there are watching and want to know your method. Come, let's do it.
Three out of 4 and 1 out of 3 make the numerator the same.
Okay, 3/4 remainder. So it's 3/4 of this one he was talking about is 1/3 of the original. Okay, so 1/3 of the total. So he made common numerator. This is called A over B equals C over D lah. Okay, after that.
3 out of 4, 3 out of 9.
You okay over there? Okay.
No.
Okay, Ken. So that's it lah. So the answer will be 9 units. From there is the same thing really, right?
Yay.
This guy. And that's Raphael. Okay, so we are done with this question. We got about 20 more minutes. Since everyone say I'm okay, I shall continue, okay? Some of you are like, oh man, but some of you are like, yeah, let's go. Okay, let's go, guys. We only have 22 days left before your PSLE. We are going straight ahead, okay? Okay. This one should be quite simple. Okay. Claire and Dan had an equal number of magazines. After Claire recycled 68 magazines, the number of magazines she had left was 1/5 of that of Dan. How many magazines did Claire have at first? Okay, this one is called equal quantities. The moment you see, right, there is a what's it called? There's a line that says they had an equal number of magazines, okay, or they had an equal number of equal amount of money, that kind of thing, right? You can actually work around it using this method. Now, after Claire recycled 68 magazines, the number of magazines she had left was 1/5 of that of Dan's. Okay, that's a bit weird. 1/5 was she had left was 1/5 that of Dan. Sorry. Okay, so this one shouldn't be there. 1/5 that of Dan's. So how many magazines did Claire have at first? So what you're saying is, guys, at the start, Claire and Dan are the same. Okay, so if you use ratio, right, this will be a lot easier. Okay, let me show you what I mean. I'm going to erase this, okay, because the model might be a bit too long-winded. Okay, so let's see whether we can do it using ratio, okay? So the before ratio is Claire is to Dan is 1 is to 1, okay? At the end, after the ratio of Claire to Dan was what? 1 is to 5. Okay, 1 is to 5. So that means that, right, at the start there was 1 is to 1 is equal. At the end is 1 is to 5. Now, this is very similar to the one that we did earlier. Because you see, what they said was Claire recycled 68 magazines. So guys, if they say something happened to Claire's magazines, that means, right, they are hiding the fact that nothing happened to Dan's. That's why this is also called only one change. Remember? One change means only one of them changed. In this case, Claire's magazines decreased because she recycled them, but Dan's magazines remain the same. So if you look at this one, this Dan over here, and this Dan over here, the ratio must be the same. So we times 5 here, we times 5 here, we will get the ratio of 5 is to 5. Now, can you see straight away, guys, that you compare Claire at the start and Claire at the end? You can see straight away that 5 minus 1, which is 4 units, 4 units is equal to the number of magazines that she recycled. Okay, so that means that 5 minus 1 is 4 units. Yes, erase this for you. 5 minus 1, okay, you drop it down, it's down by 4 units. These 4 units must be equal to the 68, right? So 1 unit must be 68 divided by 4, giving you the answer of 17. And the question asks you, how many magazines did Claire have at first? So 17 times 5. Okay, so the answer is 17 times 5, because at the start, he had 17 times 5. So the answer here would be 85. Yep.
Teacher, I do another way.
Okay.
I do another way.
Yes, okay.
Like since like at first they are equal, then later like Claire one never change, but then still remain the same. So from the after ratio 1 is to 5, just 5 minus 1,
Yeah.
then get 4.
Oh, okay, you compare the before and after here. Okay, can also, because it's the same at the start, yes. So if you draw a model, guys, it looks exactly like this. Okay, so 5 units for Dan, 1 unit for Claire, and then 68 you can see is the 4 units. Okay, simple, right? Should be quite simple. Everyone okay? Yeah. Okay, good. Ken, how about people on Zoom or on YouTube? Sorry. All okay? All okay? All right. Please stop the spam, guys, on YouTube. I'm gonna start blocking some people. Okay, so let's do it. Let's try the question now. This is the question, okay?
There's something's up. I need to go. Bye.
Okay, I've got about 80. Yep.
There's something to I also need to go.
Don't
I need to cook. Yes.
What?
I need to cook.
lie. You got 15 more minutes. Don't need to cook. Okay, we finish out a bit more. Okay, say more. Okay, so anyway, guys, if you really have any classes after that, right? Seriously, if you've got any classes going on after this, and you really need to go, then just go ahead. Okay, but Ryan, I know he doesn't have any classes or anything to cook. Okay, let's finish up. Anyone wants to volunteer themselves? Anyone? Me, Afzal. Okay, Afzal, come, let's go. Afzal has a bit of confusion here. Okay, come, Afzal. So, what do you do? Step 1.
I put the before ratio and the after ratio.
Okay, let's do so before ratio, Derek is to Kristen, sorry. It's 1:1. Okay. Then the after ratio would be, what's the after ratio? 1:4. Okay, 1:4. Is that correct?
And then what? From before, you have to make Kristen the same because nothing happened to him.
Correct, exactly. Nothing happened to his number of comic books. So that means we will multiply by 4. Okay, let's multiply by 4. Multiply by 4. So we get 4:4. Okay, then next step.
And then from the before 4 units of Derek and the after 1 unit of Derek, the difference is 3 units.
Correct.
And then the 3 units is 60. And
Okay,
then
good.
and after I find for 1 unit, which is 20, and then I find 4 units is 80.
Correct lah. Just now you said you thought it was 1 unit.
Yeah, because they said they have the beginning. The beginning,
No, okay, so
I thought it was the before.
No, correct. So beginning is here, right? But this, your 1 unit came from this. So guys, you cannot use the top one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's the reason why. Okay, so you understand. Okay, got it?
Yeah, got
Very
it.
good. So the answer is how many comic books did Kirsten have in the beginning or in the beginning? 4 units. 20 times 4 equals to 80. The answer is correct. A lot of you guys saw got the answer of 80. All right, so good effort there, Afzal. Good job. Answer is 80.
That was easy. Yes!
Okay, we got last 10 minutes. We are almost done. I know some of you are very tired already. It's okay. We can tahan a bit more, okay? Just 10 more minutes. What in the world? Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty simple. I think a lot of you got the answer correct, right? No problem, right? Let me just check at the YouTube side here. All okay, yeah? On the Zoom side, all okay? Can. Okay, can. Let's finish up a bit more. Let's look at this one. Okay, Frank and Steve had the same number of paper clips in their collection. 75 of Frank's paper clips were damaged and had to be thrown away. The ratio of the remaining paper clips that Frank had to the number of paper clips Steve had became 7:12. How many paper clips did both of them have altogether at first? Okay, let's give it a shot. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna call you up. Let's finish up this question.
What?
What? Why? Why exactly? Because I can. Come on, let's do it. Fire the best. Let's go. So what is the steps?
First I 12 minus 7, I get 5.
Okay, wait. Before that, you must put out the ratio first. The Frank to Steve, the ratio was what?
12 to 12.
Okay, so you change straight away, yeah? Okay, I just put 1:1 first, okay? Then you put the after was 7:12. Then you saw that, oh, which one did not change? The Frank or Steve? Steve, correct. Because Frank's damaged, right? I think Frank 75 of Frank's paper clips were damaged. So you're right. So Steve is the one that did not change. So you multiply by 12. Let's multiply by 12. Multiply by 12, multiply by 12. 12 is to 12. Okay, correct. Now next step, you said now 12 minus 7, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. 12 minus 7 equals to 5. And what's the next step?
75 divided by 5.
Very good, because the drop of 5 units must be equal to the 75. And so what's 1 unit?
15.
Thank you. Divided by 5 is 15. And what was the question?
How many paper clips did both of them have to all together?
Both of them.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Why? It's okay.
15 times 24.
24, correct, because 12 plus 12, right? So together is 24 units. 24 units is 15 times 24. And what's the answer?
Wait.
You haven't multiplied yet. 360, right? 360.
Yeah, 360,
Correct. The answer is 360. Okay, very good. The answer is correct, Fayad. So for you, I shall play.
That was easy.
That was easy. Because Fayad looks like a boxer, we shall play for him. Why no sound? Okay, very good. Very nice. You look like a boxer. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much, Fayad. We are done with this question. It is now 3:25. Okay, we've got time for one last one. Do we? Nah, don't really have the time for the last one. Okay, so I think I will stop here. Okay, tomorrow we will go through the final ones. The last one tomorrow will be a bit more challenging. So guys, those of you here on Zoom, right? Some of you have come for master problems, some of you haven't, okay? So those of you who haven't, this might be brand new to you. Those of you who have, this is a revision for you. If you haven't and never come before, and those of you on YouTube also, whoever have not come for master problem sums before, you can actually go and watch this recording again to recap whatever you've learned today. It is very important for you to recap or else you'll forget, okay? So let me just show you how to get there. I'm going to end here, okay? Let me just show you. Oh, sorry, it's the wrong button. Okay, so you see now, you can see that I am actually on a page. This is my YouTube channel that is currently running on the thing. Okay, where is it? Oh, here you go. Yeah, you can see, right? So this is the screen right now. Okay, what you need to do is go to my channel, which is Math Prodigies. All right, and then you click on that button. Then you click to the videos. Then you will see the videos over here. This was yesterday's one. If you want to recap, if you never come yesterday, this is today's one. Okay, and tomorrow we'll have one last one, and then we will call it a day. That's the end of your September holidays. Okay, so all right, guys, thank you very much. I see Ryan needs to go cook. I want to unmute all of you so you can say bye bye to everyone on YouTube, on everywhere. Okay, ready? I'm gonna unmute all of you on the count of 3, 2, 1. Unmute.
Bye.
You want to say bye-bye?
Bye. Bye. I like food.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Bye.
Bye guys on YouTube. Take care. No. Oh.